Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Well, pleasant good afternoon, everyone, from Wolverine Field in Riverton tonight. It's the Riverton Wolverines on senior night. They will host the Rawlins Outlaws in the regular season finale. Of course, a lot of playoffs to be played still, but tonight it's all about this senior class, 15 deep, and we'll hear about the other seniors in the fall sports too, but tonight it's all about football as the Wolverines take on the Outlaws here at Wolverine Field. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites, and we do have another game being played right now that matters because the winner of the game would possibly play in the state semifinal on the road, and that could be here in Riverton, as Riverton 4-0 in conference has sewed up the East 3A Conference Championship. And tonight, Rawlins will be playing their final game of the year, and so it is their playoff game. So the Wolverines going to come out. They're going to play just like a regular game tonight. They've got to be on their A game tonight against the Rawlins Outlaws. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. When we come back, we'll talk about football from around Wyoming on the final week of the regular season in 2025. I'm Cody Beers, he's Baylor Beers, and this is the pregame show on 93.9 KTAK.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Cody Beers, Baylor Bears here on the final Friday night of the regular season. It'll be playoff action right here at Wolverine Field next Friday night, and we will be here. It's our plan to bring you video through the first two rounds of the playoffs if the Wolverines are playing, but we need sponsors to help out. So what we're asking people to do is if you'd like to help sponsor these broadcasts, you can give Kelly Davis a call at WYO Today Media, and Kelly can be reached at 349-8075, or you can call the Ranger, ask for Kelly or Kevin Shields if you want to sponsor those first broadcasts of the 3A playoffs right here at Riverton High School. So that's our little commercial on the air announcement, and we will have those. I know of one sponsor that's going to step up and pay the entire fee of NFHS, but we need more sponsors to make this worthwhile for the Wind River Radio Network through the state championships down in Laramie, and it's our every intention to be there playing in that game, Baylor, and I know that it's a long ways out. You've got to win tonight. You've got to win 2 playoff games, but it's got to be in the back of your mind with the playoffs right here on the doorstep.
I mean, every coach and player, they'll tell you, you're trying to focus on the game in front of you, but, I mean, these Wolverines, they're lined up for, an opportunity that hasn't happened in Riverton in a long time, not only hosting the semifinal matchup, but I mean, having a pretty good path to a potential state championship appearance. But, I mean, mainly as a player, you have to focus on pushing that to the back of your mind and trying to play, the team in front of you, because once the playoffs start, you lose once and you're done. And, but more importantly, if you keep winning, you get to keep playing. And so, like you said, it's something that they're thinking about, going forward. But it starts tonight in a way. I mean, obviously Rawlins has struggled this year. They haven't had a victory yet this year. But this is a game, if you're Riverton, you want to start off on the right foot. You want to play good, clean football, put the ball in the end zone, several times here in this first half, and just, build your confidence moving into the opening round of the playoffs.
Around the state, it started last night in high school football in Wyoming. Final score in Thunder Basin, 55, Cheyenne South 6. The Bolts out of Thunder Basin clinched the number 6 seed in the 4A playoffs. In Class 1A 9-man, it was number 2 Grayville, 94, Wyoming Indian 12. In Class 1A 6-man, it was Riverside 28, Meeteetse 22 in overtime. The Rebels out of Riverside get the number 3 seed in the 6-man playoffs, and the Longhorns will be the number 4 seed in the six-man playoffs. Also last night, winning by forfeit in 1A six-man, it was Hewlett over Edgemont, South Dakota by forfeit last night. Tonight's games at 6 o'clock, it'll be Laramie at number 1 Sheridan. Number 3 Campbell County will be at number 2 Cheyenne East at 6 o'clock. Natrona County at number 4 Cheyenne Central at 6 o'clock, and Kelly Walsh at Rock Springs at 6 o'clock tonight. In Class 3A, currently Jackson is leading Cody 7-6 in Cody. That's a battle for the second seed in the West 3A conference. It's number 1 Star Valley at Green River tonight at 6 o'clock. Rawlins is playing right here at Wolverine Field at 6 o'clock against your Riverton Wolverines. It'll be Lander tonight, the number 4 team in the state, traveling to Buffalo at 6 o'clock, and we've got that call over on 93.1 KFCW. Douglas tonight at Torrington, 6 p.m. tonight, and that one has playoff implications. Evanston at Powell tonight at 6 p.m. Both of those teams have been eliminated from the playoffs. Class 2A score in today, a number 5 Lovell 22, Cokeville 20 in overtime. That was a barn burner. Final score, number 2 Mountain View 33, Lyman 14. Whirland travels to Kemmer. That game is underway. Upton Sundance at number 1 Bighorn at 6 o'clock. Pinedale at number 3 Thermopolis. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Wheatland at number 4 Newcastle at 6 p.m. Burns at Moorcroft at 6 p.m. My buddy Smokey is calling that game tonight up in Moorcroft. Tongue River at Glenrock. That game kicks off at 6 o'clock. In 1A 9-man, number 1 Pine Bluffs at Southeast at 6 p.m. Number 3 Big Piney tonight at Shoshone. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Wind River at number 4 Rocky Mountain at 6 p.m. And depending on how those games come out, it'll determine whether Shoshone or Wind River represents the West 1A 9-man in the playoffs. Number 5 Lingo Fort Laramie at Saratoga. Right is at Lusk at 6 p.m. And then 1A 6-man tonight, Guernsey Sunrise at Han Elk Mountain. That one does not count in the standings per the High School Activities Association. Final score, 10 sleep today, 53, KC 38. And it was Burlington, number 3 Huskies, winning over Midwest by forfeit. Tomorrow it'll be Little Snake River and Encampment. That's number 1 versus number 2 at 1 o'clock. DuBois will travel and play number 5 Casper Christian at Natrona County High School at 1 p.m. And 1A 6-man Farson Eden will play at the Rock Springs Junior Varsity tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Those are your matchups in Wyoming High School football. We're going to try to get some results in from the state cross-country meet. I have not been able to see those yet. So when we come back on the Hampton Inn and Suites, we'll look at other sports. This is the pregame show on KTAK.
Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Welcome back here on the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Have some seniors being announced. First the cheerleaders, and now they are working on the band seniors. And then obviously here in a bit we will have the football seniors tonight. But going over some stats, preview to this game. Rawlins comes into this game. They are 0-8 overall and 0-4 in conference play. Offensively, they are in last place in every category. Team rushing, they average 78 yards a game. Team passing, they average 55 yards a game. And team offense, they average only 132 yards per game. Let's see, so far this season, they have only had 4 touchdowns total. Defensively, Rawlins, they are 12th in rush defense. They allow 284 yards per game. As a team, they are 5th in pass defense, 148 yards per game. And in total defense, they allow 433 total yards on average per game. For your Wolverines, they come in 7-1 overall, 4-0 in conference. They have sealed up the number 1 seed probably with a win tonight. Offensively, obviously, Riverton, a great season so far. Lost my sheet. There we go. Riverton in the state, they are 2nd in 3A, averaging 428 total yards per game. That's 189 through the air and 239 on the ground. They are the 2nd best rushing offense, right behind Cody, and then they are the 5th best passing offense. Those numbers obviously skewed a little because Riverton doesn't pass quite as much. Obviously, they haven't needed to this season very much. Defensively, the Riverton defense comes in 5th in 3A. They give up 302 total yards per game, 149 through the air and 153 on the ground. Through the air, they average 6th, through the air, they are the 6th best team in 3A, and on the ground, they are the 6th best team in 3A, and they are the 5th best defense in 3A. Individually for Riverton, notably Hunter Saltzgaber leading 3A in rushing. He has 1,250 total yards, 13 touchdowns on 150 attempts. He's averaging 8.3 yards per attempt and 156 yards per game. I would assume that he is going to have a big game today, a big part of the plan for today, game plan, there we go. He's a big part of the game plan for these Wolverines today. Also that 1,250 total yards on the ground, total rushing for Saltzgaber, that is a Riverton High School record, and obviously he will be adding to that as we go on today and then also next week and beyond. Passing-wise, Blake Gantenbein, the 4th best quarterback in 3A. He's averaging 181.2 yards a game, 13.2 yards a completion, and he has 1,450 yards through the air. Let's see, he has 13 touchdowns right now and 3 interceptions. He's just been a highly efficient quarterback, does not make mistakes, does not turn over the ball. He only has 3 interceptions on the season, and he has a 65% completion percentage, which is obviously fantastic. Scoring-wise in 3A, Hunter Saltzgaber leads the pack He's averaging 18.2 points per game. He has 15 touchdowns, and as being the place kicker, he has 7 field goals and 35 extra points. And that does add to that scoring, but he leads 3A. The next closest guy, 9 points per game in 3A. And I think that's all. Well, Hunter Saltzgaber's kicking stats, he's 7 of 8 for field goals. According to this stat sheet, his longest field goal is 74 yards. That's probably not right. I think it's 34 yards. Let's see, and then extra points, he is 35 of 36 on the season. Defensively for the Wolverines, a couple players there in the top 50 of 3A. In fifth is Cameron Vincent. He averages 14.6 points a game. That's 77 He has 77 tackles on the season. Let's see, 4 tackles for loss and 2 sacks, and he has 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception. Braden Martin, he has 65 tackles on the season. That's what the kind of stat you want. You want your middle linebackers to be high in tackles, because that means your defense isn't giving up the big plays and making your safeties and cornerbacks chase them down. Braden Martin, he has 25 unassisted tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks so far in this one. He does have 2 pass breakups. Elsewhere, Paxton Yates, 40 tackles so far, 13 unassisted. He has 9 tackles for loss and 2 sacks. Really, that should be the other way around, because he had about 5 sacks in the Douglas game, but it all depends on the way the guy scores it. Paxton Yates has 1 interception and 8 pass breakups this season. Caden Liebrecht right below him in 25th. He has 35 total tackles, 13 unassisted. He has 11 tackles for loss and 2 sacks and 1 fumble recovery. Caden Liebrecht has 2 pass breakups and 2 kick blocks so far this season. And let's see, the last couple, Peyton Larson, he's 49th. He has 33 total tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 pass breakups. He has 16 unassisted tackles. And then Clay Sheets, he's 50th. He has 26 total tackles, 14 unassisted tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 interceptions, and 6 pass breakups so far this season. Obviously, things are going well for this Riverton team, both offensively and defensively, and they will look to continue that tonight as they take on the Rawlins Outlaws. It is senior night here at Wolverine Field, anticipating a big crowd out here to cheer on your conference champion Wolverines. We'll be right back here on 93.9 KTAK with more of the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show right here on the Wild Today Media Network.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, 1 voice, 1 vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. And, you know, we appreciate all the sponsors and the help bringing the broadcast this way. And all the people who have contributed to these broadcasts. We just like to say thank you. 14 Wolverine seniors being honored tonight here in a few minutes. It is senior night. This 15-member class has been a part of the entire way with Coach Mark Lenhart. They're 19-10 varsity-wise as a group. A lot of these guys didn't play until they were juniors and even seniors. Caden Arnold, Jace Auerbach, Daniel Clausen, Joseph Friday, Blake Gantenbein, Caden Liebrecht, Carlisle Minor, Hunter Saltzgaver, Aiden Sanchez, Clay Sheets, Eric Smith, Patrick Thayer, Gage Treber, and Paxton Yates, the football seniors, Baylor. And, you know, it's been said that how your season goes depends on how your seniors lead the way. And football sets the tone, and this is a special group of seniors for this Riverton High School football team.
Yeah, no, they've obviously come in here. I mean, they embraced a new coach, a new system, you know, when they were all sophomores. And there really wasn't very much senior leadership, you know, up until this point. I mean, there was a handful of seniors each year, but when you have a senior class of 14, you know, that really shows on the football field, and especially when those seniors are given the opportunity to experience the same system for 3 years. They're just going to have so much experience and so much, you know, they're going to learn so much throughout the season that, you know, it's going to show on the football field. And I think, obviously, this season is a good representation of that. So definitely a great senior class. You know, they led the charge. They led the change that Mark Lenhart tried to instill here in Riverton, and they're hoping to end on a high note for sure.
Well, these seniors, and it's kind of fun to read through this program, which I might add is brought to you by Ranger Printers. Throughout the last couple years, Ranger Printers doing an outstanding job putting these programs together on a weekly basis. And tonight there's an extended version for all the Riverton High School seniors in football, in volleyball, cross-country band, senior cheerleaders, golf, the whole deal. So good stuff. And I wanted to add that the state cross-country run is actually tomorrow. I don't know why I keep saying it's today, but there will be results posted on the Activities Association website tomorrow. It's kind of fun to see what these seniors plan to, at least they're in their senior year, and what they're thinking about doing with their careers. Taylor Anderson wants to go into and study physical therapy in Montana. Caden Arnold would like to attend Wyotech, and he'd also like to play football if he has a chance. Jace Auerbach plans to become a journeyman electrician in Texas after he graduates. Daniel Clausen wants to go to college, pursue a degree in business, then go to a trade school for carpentry, then later on start his own carpentry business. I mean, that is an extensive view of the future right there. I mean, I barely had a clue what I wanted to do the next day when I went to high school. But Fiona Stahlbaum, she plans to go on exchange and then go back to Germany and complete 3 more years of school to graduate again. Joseph Friday wants to follow in his father's footsteps and become an electrician, then get a house near the mountains to hunt and fish. I like it.
That's a dream, yeah.
I like that stuff. Blake Gantenbein, he wants to start an AI automation business and travel the world.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. I asked his mom about that a while ago, and she said, well, I hope he really doesn't want to move away, but that happens. Kids move away from parents. Reagan Harris wants to go to CWC or Wyotech and follow a dream career as a welder. Caden Liebrecht, he'd like to attend College of Montana State University in Bozeman or Idaho State Pocatello and continue his love for sports. His dream is to own a ranch in Kalispell, Montana to continue his family's legacy. Carlisle Minor wants to go to college and get a job as an IT worker, and there's definitely a need for people working with computers. Hunter Saltzgaver is planning to play soccer at Casper College and transfer to a four-year university to study kinesiology and health science. Aiden Sanchez wants to go to Western Wyoming College in Rock Springs and enter the electrical instrumentation program. Clay Sheets would like to play college football, but at this time he's undecided on his degree path. Eric Smith would like to play basketball at a junior college next year and see where life takes him from there. Patrick Thayer would like to attend Montana State University to become an athletic trainer. Gage Treber plans to enter the workforce.
Short and
That's
simple.
short and simple for sure. Paxton Yates wants to become a physical therapist and pursue baseball as long as he can. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. When we come back, we'll hear from Riverton coach Mark Lenhart on senior night. This is Riverton Wolverine football on KTAK.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. We caught up with Coach Mark Lenhart yesterday during practice, and yeah, it's almost time for the season finale. The kickoff coming up here real quick. We do have a score in from Cody. It's the Cody Bronx 12, the Jackson Bronx 7 right now in the second quarter of that one. We'll keep following that one. And here's Coach Mark Lenhart with the coach's interview. All right, Coach Mark Lenhart, Cody Beards, and man, regular season finale, senior night.
Yeah, no, it's been a good year. Flies by every year, and this has been a special group. I mean, these guys have been with us, not our first official class as a staff, but have been with us long enough to kind of know how we do things and what we expect, and proud of them. I mean, they've won a lot of football games, but more importantly, hopefully they've turned into better people along the way, and hopefully we got a lot of football left.
Well, senior night for 15 seniors, and it's kind of bittersweet when you hang around with guys that long.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be weird to think that next year Blake Gadenbein won't be playing quarterback, and, Hunter will be gone, and Clay, and all of them. I mean, they all bring a special football trait to the team, but most importantly, they're just really, really good kids, and hopefully they become better people being a part of the program.
You guys rounding things, getting ready for the playoffs. I think you kind of know who you're going to play now, but Rawlins is first.
Yeah, no, we take every game one game at a time, and Rawlins has gotten our full attention this week, and I think it's there to be commended. I mean, you watched their game with Lander last week. It easily could have been 14-7 at half. I mean, they get down to the 3-yard line and don't score, and it was one of those games where, you can really see the improvements and the strides that they're making. And so I expect them to come up here with nothing to lose tomorrow night, and hopefully we're ready to respond. And most importantly, I just want us to try and be as sharp as we can heading into the playoffs. But I've learned at this level, what you see one week doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're going to get the next. So every day is its own day, and hopefully tomorrow we can find a way to win the game.
Do you feel like as a coaching staff that your kids are playing their best football this time of year?
In some ways, I think that, offensively the last 2 weeks we've left some points out there just, with simple things, throwing and catching. We've dropped some passes. We've missed some open guys. We've had some penalties down in the tight red area. And, there were a lot of people who came up to me this week and were like, oh, we only won the game by this. I'm like, yeah, but we overthrow a guy on a wide open play and we fumble twice. And that's the difference between winning by 5 touchdowns and 3, and so I wouldn't look into it too much deeper than that. I think defensively we've played pretty consistently. But I know it's just execution, and that's always the way it is, but we were able to, hopefully identify some things that we need to work on, and we spent a lot of time on that this week.
Well, blowing teams out, that's really not the Mark Lenhart way. I mean, from what I've seen, you get a good lead, and then you kind of resort to your running game and running clock.
Yeah, no, the goal is to get out in front and ultimately have more points than the other team at the end. And I'm a big believer in sports in general, but football especially. More games are lost than they're won. And, I had a coach once tell me, if you end every drive in a kick, you're going to be okay. And that includes punting. Don't give the other team opportunities. And we have built leads. We don't want to just sit on those, but we got to be better we're going to play some people, hopefully, that once the playoffs start, that if you make mistakes, they're going to beat you up.
I wanted to ask you about one matchup this coming week, Jackson and Cody. That could play heavily into who Riverton might play in a second-round playoff game. Can Jackson play with the Cody?
Yeah, I think anybody can play with anybody. I mean, I haven't studied Jackson a ton because they haven't crossed our path, but from what I've seen on tape when we're looking at other opponents, they've got some really good receivers, a great quarterback. They've got a good little running back in the Kinsler kid, and so I think that they have the ability to be very explosive. And same story, if Cody turns the ball over or anybody plays somebody like that and they make a bunch of mistakes and you give them extra opportunities, you could find yourself down 2 or 3 touchdowns pretty fast, and then you're playing uphill, and momentum's a wild thing, especially with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Well, Coach, it's senior week, and we'll be starting to talk about the playoffs next week. So, hey, good luck, and finish up this regular season.
Yeah, thanks, Cody. I appreciate it, bud.
All right, thank you. That is Coach Mark Lenhart on the pregame interview. This is the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show. Teams and captains about ready to meet at the middle of the field for the coin flip, and it'll be 4 seniors coming out for the Wolverines. And Baylor, we do have a scoring update in from Cody. What do we have going on up there?
Well, it's the same score as before, 12-7. Looks like Cody was driving down the field and turned the ball over to back to Jackson. We've had a couple of turnovers by Cody. So 12-7 right now in the second quarter. Jackson driving down the field, trying to put some points on before half.
All right, this is the Wolverine pregame show on KTAK. We'll keep it here for the opening flip, and then we'll take a break. We'll come back then with the Sutherland starting lineups and keys to the game as we get ready to play some high school football on a Friday night. Official showing the players the coin and talking about things a little bit, and we'll see if we hurry and get the coin flip.
Can go ahead and do keys right now if you want.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do keys to the game, Baylor.
While we wait, first of all, for Riverton, obviously you want to take care of business here. I would think the objective is to only play your starters in the first half, and that would mean trying to probably get to a running clock, which means up by 42 by halftime, just so you can rest your starters, but also give them a little bit of game time here so they don't have an off week. That's your first key. Just take care of business. Second key on defense, Rawlins has not really been able to do a lot this entire season, and so you want to keep them in that mindset. Don't even give them an opportunity to put points on the board or have a long play on defense. And then obviously offensively, long drives, run that clock, and try to avoid some pre-snap penalties.
Riverton won the flip. They chose to defer, so it'll be Rawlins with the football as we get started. Jackson continuing to move the ball downfield on Cody. And a pass into the end zone is incomplete. It's Cody 12, Jackson 7. As we're going to have to, I guess we can leave it up, right? So
do some starting lineups then.
The starting lineups brought to you by Sutherland's. Here's Baylor Bears. Actually, I'm sorry, it's the Arapahoe First starting lineup. Found that out last week. We'd been using the wrong starting lineup, so.
Oh, bummer.
It is Arapahoe
First starting lineup. Defensive starters for the Wolverines. One defensive tackle is a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds. That's Paxton Yates. At left defensive tackle, he's 5'10", 210 pounds, and a senior. That's Daniel Clausen at right defensive tackle. It's Caden Liebrecht. He's a senior, 6'5", 240 pounds for Caden Liebrecht. And then at the other defensive end, a junior, 6'3", 190. That's Dane Cox. At strong safety, he's a senior, 5'11", 165 pounds, Caden Arnold. Middle linebacker, Aiden Sanchez, he's a senior, 5'6", 185 pounds. At the weak side linebacker, that's Cameron Vincent. He's a junior, 6'2", 180 pounds. And then the weak side safety, a sophomore, 5'11", 185 pounds, Braden Martin.
All right, we're underway. Hunter Saltzgaver will kick off to Antonio Ebel and Zachariah Peterson back deep for this Rawlins team. And we're underway on senior night from Riverton High School. Saltzgaver's going to kick it deep, and it'll go through and out of the back of the end zone, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rawlins Outlaws at their own 20.
Just to finish out those starters, one cornerback is a senior, 5'11", 150 pounds. That's Clay Sheets. And then the other corner is a senior, 5'10", 165 pounds. That's Eric Smith. And then finally, free safety, a junior, 6 foot, 160 pounds. That is Peyton Larson.
All right, so your guys up front, Dayton Cox, Caden Liebrecht, Trevor Eckhart, and Paxton Reese. They've played very well defensively this year, and the under center for the Outlaws will be sophomore Karsten Bartlett. Bartlett will drop to pass. He's under duress, first from Caden Liebrecht, and he's going to get hit hard in the backfield by Braden Martin, and also Caden Arnold coming up with a hit. It'll end up as a loss of 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 14, and boy, that was a big hit by Braden Martin.
That's one thing about this Wolverine defense. They are stifling, and I mean, we saw it there. Almost had one sack for about an 8-yard loss, and then, I mean, it was like the swarm pounced, and suddenly you're still left with a 4-yard loss if you're Rawlins.
11:20 to play, first quarter, 2nd down and 14 for the Outlaws. Lining up at tailback is Jorge Ferrales, a sophomore. He will get the handoff, and he'll be met after a short gain. It was a trio of Wolverine tacklers led by the leading tackler in the state in terms of tackles, Cameron Vincent. So 3rd and 13 for the Rawlins Outlaws. Decent crowd in here on senior night.
It's definitely cooling off. You can feel it coming through the window here, the open window.
Beautiful night for football. Expecting warm temperatures up until Sunday afternoon. And who knows what will happen. Of course, we'll be down in Laramie tomorrow for the border war between CSU and Wyoming. Bartlett's going to drop, and it's going to be caught. Wow. And an interception and a pick six for Caden Liebrecht. Got his arms up, pulled it in. Touchdown, Riverton.
That is every defensive lineman's dream right there. Catch a pick six. And, man, what a play by Caden Liebrecht.
Liebrecht is a monster. on this Wolverine team, and Caden Liebrecht with the pick six. It'll go as a pick six from the 17-yard line. Kick is up. It's good by Hunter Saltzgaver. It's 7-0 Riverton. Wolverines have not touched the ball. It's a pick six for the big man, Caden Liebrecht. This is Riverton football on KTAK.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Welcome back. Here's the kickoff from Hunter Saltzgaver. He'll kick it into the end zone, and if you missed the opening series on 3rd and 13, defensive tackle Caden Liebrecht got his arms up, tipped the ball, caught it, ran in from 17 yards. It's a Wolverine 7-0 lead with 10:15 to play in the first quarter. And the Wolverines get the defensive score on the pick six.
Yeah, what a nightmare situation for quarterback Karsten Bartlett. Ran the screen and looked up, and there was 4 tall Wolverines in his face.
First down and 10. Bartlett will hand it off to the fullback. And the tackle for Riverton, hands all over it, was Trevor Eckhart. That run by number 22, Austin White, a junior on this Rawlins team. 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. 9:53 to play and counting here in the first quarter. Riverton leads at 7-0. Bartlett under center. Will pitch it right side to Ferralis. He can't go anywhere, and it's going to be Caden Liebrecht on the tackle. And it's going to go as a loss of 1. So Caden Liebrecht piling up the stats here. Early in this first quarter, a tackle for loss and a pick six so far for the senior.
It's kind of a weird play. Looked like Bartlett was going to pitch it out early, but then he kind of hesitated, and that's what allowed the Wolverine defense to get Ferralis there in the backfield.
I sure thought it was going to be a pitch, but he just didn't get it done. Got some snacks if you'd like one.
Oh, boy. Nothing like a good dog treat up here.
Forgot to give them to the dogs when I went home to feed them before the game tonight. 3rd and 10 for Rawlins. Bartlett's going to back off, and then he's going to take off running. Cameron Vincent going to swallow him up at the 20 for no gain. And it'll be 4th and 10 for Rawlins. Just no time at all for this Outlaws team to get much offense going, and they'll have to punt it away. Facing about 4th and 9. We'll give him a 1-yard gain on the play.
Lenhart ran a spy technique there, keeping Cameron Vincent in the middle of the field. And that Cameron Vincent, played it well and was able to get the tackle.
Sophomore Kipton Cook will punt it away, and he'll get a decent punt off. It's going to bounce on the 45 and get a friendly roll down near the 31-yard line. It's going to go as a 29 and 19, a 48-yard punt.
That's
for Rawlins. All right. So 1st and 10 for Riverton with 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. It'll be Wolverine football.
Not a bad decision by Hunter there to let that bounce, but it definitely took a favorable bounce for the Rawlins Outlaws.
Scoring update in from Cody. It's Cody Bronx 20 and Jackson 7. Jackson having a hard time holding on to the football. Here's a pitch right side. Hunter Saltzgaber is going to cut back, take the outside, and then cut back to the left. Breaking tackles all the way to midfield. Tackle finally comes from Caleb Fritz, a sophomore for Rawlins. It'll be a gain of 19 yards on first down. And it'll be a Wind River Realty first down.
Yeah, Hunter Saltzgaber just showing what he can do there, breaking. I mean, he probably broke 7 tackles on that run. Yeah, just a very athletic run there by Saltzgaber.
First down and 10 at midfield for the Wolverines. Just their second play. Rawlins already was 7 plays, and it led to a pick 6 from the D tackle. Here's a deep pass over the middle, caught by Clay Sheets. And incidentally, Clay Sheets playing with a broken left hand. And it'll be a catch and a gain of 18 yards and a Wolverine Wind River Realty first down.
It's an impressive catch if broke his left hand, because that's your bottom hand when you're catching it on that side of your body. So great catch by Clay Sheets.
Senior taking advantage of his final year of eligibility. He plans to play through the playoffs, and then we'll see what they do with his hand. Here's Gantenbein, a little cut inside to Braden Martin. He's wide open. He's over the 20, inside the 10, down to the 5. And it'll be first and goal for Riverton. Tackle on the play led by Chase Pettis, a senior for Rawlins. It'll be a first and goal for Riverton at the 6-yard line.
That one a 27-yard carry. Braden Martin, I think, if you're Hunter, you're looking at Lenhart like, hey, I need those yards for the record. No,
he's already got the record for career yards. He's going to be a workhorse in the playoffs, and they'll have to run Hunter a bunch in the playoffs. Here's Gantenbein. He'll hand it left side to Hunter Saltzgaber. He'll walk in. Barely got touched. Touchdown, Riverton. 6-yard touchdown run by Hunter Saltzgaber. They heard you, Baylor. And it's 13-0 with 6:55 to play here. 5:55 to play here in the first quarter. Riverton up 13-0 on the 6-yard scoring run by Hunter Saltzgaber. Did want to give a shout out to Jake Tyra and 307 Fireworks for providing the fireworks over the last 3 or 4 weeks. They went to the city council, got approval, and we've seen fireworks blowing up here at Riverton Wolverine Field. The kick is good. It's Riverton 14, Rawlins 0. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible. Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Welcome back to Wolverine Field. Cody Beers, Baylor Bears here on a Friday night. Riverton leads this one 14-0. Caden Liebrecht with a 17-yard pick 6 just in the first drive for Rawlins in the first quarter. Then Saltzgaber with a 6-yard run. His kicks made it 14-0, and he'll boot the ball out of the back of the end zone. That was a booming kickoff, and it'll be first and 10 for Rawlins at their own 20.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game were to play clean, efficient football, and that drive was the definition of it. 4 plays. Every play went for either a first down or a touchdown. And then, each play averaged 17 and a half yards on that drive. So, I mean, just Riverton playing pretty good football here to start this game.
Got to stay as sharp as possible because the 3A playoffs start next week, and it's going to be Green River making a trip up here to play the Wolverines. Those teams played earlier this season down in Green River, and Riverton won that one. I believe it was 42-21. So 1st and 10 for Rawlins. Karsten in the shotgun. He'll hand it off right side, and coming up making a quick tackle for Riverton is Clay Sheets. And that run by Gavin Green, number 3, a junior on this Outlaws team. So Clay Sheets, another tackle on defense for the Wolverines. 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2 that time for Rawlins and Gavin Green. 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line. Wolverine starters on defense out there. Riverton leads it 14-0. Karsten in the gun. In motion is Green. And it'll be Karsten keeping the ball, and he's going to be bottled up after a short gain. That tackle will be made by Caden Liebrecht. So Liebrecht doing a job. And if you hear the cowbells out there tonight, you'll know that they're coming, and the whoops coming from Caden Liebrecht's dad. He's maybe Riverton's most vocal cheerleader.
Yeah, I think fan of the year status for Mr. Liebrecht. Absolutely, he's
right in front of us in the Lander game.
Yeah, he shows up. I mean, that's what we love to see here for the Wolverine team. They deserve it. Everyone needs to be out here for these games.
We'll try to get a score in here from Lander and Buffalo. Lander needs to win that game to sew up the 2nd seed. Here's a pass from Karsten. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Chase Pettis, a senior on this Outlaws team. It'll be 4th and 8 for Rawlins. And they'll have to punt it away as Peyton Larson and Eric Smith drop deep for the Wolverines right at midfield. And this Outlaw punt coming from Kipton Cook. Bad snap. Cook picks it up, and he'll get the kick away. It's a good kick. It hits right on the 30, and it's going to be downed at about the 22-yard line. So that one from the 23, 27, and 28, 55-yard punt for Kipton Cook. That's a highlight no matter where you play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton on their own 21.
Yeah, it's a fantastic kick, especially on kind of a bad snap. Usually that messes up your rhythm, but, you'll take a 55-yard punt in high school any day.
4:05 to play first quarter. It'll be Riverton football, and the Wolverines come out 3 receivers right, 1 left. Gantenbein in the gun, and coming out in motion is Hunter Saltzgaver, dropping to pass Blake Gantenbein. He's looking to go deep. He's going to lose the ball. It's going to be picked off. Ball went up in the air, and picking it off was Caleb Fritz. It'll be Rawlins football inside the 5-yard line at the 3. And that's how things can change in a hurry. Nice job there by the Rawlins Outlaws. That interception by Caleb Fritz. And it'll be 1st and goal at the Riverton 4. Another highlight reel piece of video there, this time for the Rawlins Outlaws.
Yeah, that was quite the play for the Outlaws. Blake Gantenbein just held onto the ball maybe a little bit too long. But the defender came up on his blind side.
There's Karsten, and getting snowed under that time is going to be the runner, Jorge Ferrales. He'll lose 2 back to the 6, and the tackle by Caden Liebrecht. Also for Riverton. Trevor Eckhart in on that tackle.
So far for Riverton, they've only given up -3 rushing yards, so
Rawlins Outlaws have not scored a touchdown since September 26th. And Liebrecht will get a hold of Ferralis, and a host of Riverton tacklers will take the ball back to the 8-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and goal for Rawlins. This Rawlins team has been shut out the last 3 weeks. 36-0 by Torrington, 47-0 by Douglas, and 49-0 by Lander. They scored 14 on Buffalo on September 26th, but before that, they lost to Delta High School 58-0. Delta's in Colorado, and 45-0 to Green River. Timeout on the field. We'll go with it. 3rd and goal for the Rawlins Outlaws when we come back on KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back. Karsten under center. He'll roll left. Paxton Yates coming on. Pass into the end zone. Nearly picked off. And that was Cameron Vincent. Also Clay Sheets. And we've got an injury on the field. That pass intended for Zachariah Peterson, a freshman on this. Actually, Austin White, nope, it was Peterson. And he'll have to leave with the trainer. So it's going to be 4th now and 8 for the Rawlins Outlaws. 2:40 to play in the first quarter. Riverton leads at 14-0.
Also of note, Clay Sheets just ran off the field holding his broken hand. So hopefully maybe just banged it on something, maybe a little painful. I'm sure it's going to be painful to play for the rest of the season for him, but hopefully he can come back into this game.
Standing down here on the sidelines, looking at that hand, and I'm sure it is painful. So 4th and 8 for Rawlins. They'll put 2 receivers right, 1 left. Karsten under center, and he'll drop the pass. Nearly fell down. He'll throw toward the end zone, and it's going to be picked off. Interception by Gage Treber. That'll end the threat. 2:34 to play first quarter. It's Riverton 14, Rawlins 0. We'll be back after a break on KTAK.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome back. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. 3 receivers right. And we're going to get a flag thrown on the play and another timeout taken by Rawlins. So no flag. And we'll go with it. Riverton 14, Rawlins 0 when we come back on KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back. Second timeout taken here in the first quarter by Rawlins. It'll be Gantenbein stopping to pass. He throws it long over the right side, and it's going to be hauled in by Eric Smith. And we'll get a flag on the play. That's going to go as a gain of 40 yards. And it's going to be pass interference on Rawlins. What a beautiful catch by Eric Smith, but I believe Blake Gantenbein threw the ball about as far as he can.
Well, not only was it a great pass, but, I mean, Eric Smith fought through the Rawlins cornerback. He was hanging all over Eric Smith. That's obviously what drew the penalty flag, but I mean, just a fantastic catch by Eric Smith.
It's actually going to be down to the 41. It'll be a 39-yard completion. And a Wolverine Wind River Realty first down.
That was also important, kind of build Blake's confidence back up after that interception. Kind of a freak play, but a good way to build him back up.
First and 10 at the Rawlins 41. Gantenbein, a little handoff inside to Peyton Larson. He's going to get tripped up, and it's going to be a flag on the play. That tackle by Chase Pettis on Peyton Larson. Looks like we're going to get a holding call on the Wolverines, and you know that's something they got to get cleaned up. The Wolverines have been having some penalty problems over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So holding will move the Wolverines back near midfield at the 49 of Rawlins, where it'll be first and about 20. Actually, first and 18. So Gantenbein going to come out in the gun. Bunch on the right side, and Saltzgaver on the left. Gantenbein's going to throw it back left side. It's going to be a screen, and Paxton Yates off to the races. He's inside the 30. Inside the 20, down inside the 10 where he'll get wrestled down. Big gain for Riverton, and a Wind River Realty first down.
Do have a flag on the play back here about the 47-yard line.
And we're going to get possibly a call against Riverton.
I would imagine this is a crackback block. Didn't look very aggressive, but unfortunately, the Riverton player went back towards the line of scrimmage, which is not allowed.
Gain of 40 on the play.
Oh, they waved
and
off.
It looks like the flag is going to be waved off. So gain of 40 on the little screen to Paxton Yates. And it'll be first and goal for the Wolverines on the Rawlins 9.
It was one of those blocks that didn't look, you know, it was pretty soft. It wasn't a cheap shot by any means, but refs got together there and made the correct call, giving Riverton the 40-yard gain.
Camden Heil in the game for the Wolverines at running back. He'll line up right beside Hunter Saltzgaver. Two receivers left side for Riverton. It'll be a handoff to Heil. He'll take it around the left side and run it in, untouched. Riverton touchdown. A 9-yard run by Camden Heil, and the Wolverines lead it. It's Riverton 20 and Rawlins 0 here in the first quarter with 1:27 to play. Camden Heil, the sophomore running back, with the 9-yard run.
Len Hart perfectly happy with spreading the ball around, getting some new faces in there. I mean, why wouldn't you when they can't stop you?
Kick is up. It's good by Hunter Saltzgaver. And it's 21 for your Riverton Wolverines and 0 for the Rawlins Outlaws. We'll take a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Welcome back. With the last score we had in Cody, the Bronx 27, the Cody Bronx 27, the Jackson Bronx 7. As Hunter Saltzgaver gets ready to kick it off again. It'll be his 4th kickoff of this first quarter. Saltzgaver approaches the ball. Kick is on the way. It's a line drive. Picked off in the air by the young runner, and it's going to be a fumble and a recovery for Gage Treber. The fumble by Bryce Stones, a junior on this Rawlins team, and it'll be Riverton football. The recovery by Gage Treber. It'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton with 1:18 to play in the first. So the Wolverine offense back on the field with 1:16 to play in the first. 3 receivers right for the Wolverines, 1 left. And Saltzgaver off Gantenbein's left shoulder. And we're going to get movement on Rawlins. They'll line off offside, so it'll be 1st and 5 for the Wolverines.
Wolverines have been so good at that this season, getting teams to jump off sides.
Stones was going to have a nice return, but he just got the ball stripped. And the recovery by Gage Treber. Same play, 3 receivers right, 1 left for Riverton. Gantenbein will stop to pass. He'll throw it right side, complete. And then a fumble by Riverton, picked up by Rawlins. And it's the 2nd turnover of the first quarter on the Riverton Wolverines as Peyton Larson with the catch. Actually, that was Gage Treber on the catch and the fumble. So Rawlins football now. 1:07 to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 on their own 16.
Who caught that? Peyton Larson?
No, it was Gage Treber on that catch. And the fumble by Treber.
Obviously,
1st and 10 for Rawlins.
That kind of situation drive a coach crazy, you know. You get the ball, you turn over Rawlins, but then you turn it over right back to him. Not take advantage of the good field position. We used to have to run sprints for stuff like that.
Riverton with a 21-0 lead. It's going to be a timeout taken by Rawlins, their final timeout of the first half, as they only had 10 players on the field. We'll go to a break. It's Riverton 21, Rawlins 0. And real quick here, call Kelly at WYO Today Media if you'd like to get in on sponsoring the Wolverine broadcasts. You can call 856-2244 and talk to Kelly with WYO Today Media. We're going to be videoing the playoffs as long as the Wolverines are alive. And we will not be able to video in Laramie, but we can do the first 2 games of the playoffs. So give Kelly a call and check in with her. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
This is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Welcome back. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rawlins. And a pass over the middle, nearly picked off by Clay Sheets. That pass intended from Karsten Bartlett to Gavin Green, a junior on this team. And Sheets with the near interception. So 2nd down and 10 for Rawlins. There was 3 defensive backs in the area for the Riverton Wolverines, and we had a little break in the action as the referees said no more air horns to the Riverton fans. So 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, and it's going to be met by Riverton defenders. It'll be a short gain of 1 on the play. Caden Liebrecht on that tackle, Paxton Yates, and also Trevor Eckhart. So good job by this front 4 for the Wolverines. 3rd and 9.
Who ran that?
I believe it was number 42.
Oh, for Alice? Okay. 3rd down here. Rawlins 0 for 4 so far on 3rd down. I don't think they've had a first down in this game.
2 right, 1 left for Alice deep. And Bartlett will stop to pass the ball. He'll throw it right side. It's going to fall incomplete. Nearest receiver was Zachariah Peterson. And it'll be 4th and 9. And the Outlaws will come on to kick it away. One of their lone highlights in this game has been the leg of the punter for Rawlins.
Yeah, so far 2 turnovers for the Wolverines, and they've been able to escape it without giving up a point. Obviously, you got to try to clean up those turnovers. If you're Riverton, that really hasn't been much of a problem so far this season.
Sophomore Kipton Cook back deep to punt it away for Rawlins. Riverton drops 2. Peyton Larson is one of those. Eric Smith is the other. Caught by Larson. He's going to be inside the 40 of Rawlins, now inside the 30. And he'll get ran out of bounds, or it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines on the final play. Nope, they'll have 3.3 seconds to play officially on the clock. Wolverines will run 1 play here in the first quarter, and it seems like this first quarter has taken a really long time, as Rawlins already with 3 punts and the Wolverines with a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, it looks like it's 6:37, so a 40-minute quarter in a high school game definitely is a long quarter. There's been lots of stoppages in time with the touchdowns and the turnovers and a couple penalties here and there. Be nice if the Wolverines could just score right here.
1st and 10 for Riverton. Handoff right side, pitch to Hunter Saltzgaver. He's going to be inside the 20-yard line, where he's going to be taken down after a gain of 10 yards on the play. That'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played 1. It's Riverton 21, Rawlins 0. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back here. Riverton leading Rawlins 21-0 at the start of the second quarter. Riverton 181 total yards there in that first quarter. Rawlins -4 total yards.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Riverton Wolverines at the 19-yard line. Hand up straight up the middle. Hunter Saltzgaber, he's going to cut in, cut out. Touchdown, Riverton. It'll be a 19-yard touchdown on the first play of the second quarter by Hunter Saltzgaber. His second touchdown of the night gives Riverton a 27-0 lead with 11:53 to play in the first half.
Really didn't have anybody even close to him. I don't think anybody even touched him between the line of scrimmage and the end zone. Just a great blocking scheme by the Wolverines. Great run by Saltzgaber.
Saltzgaber's kick is up. It's good. Riverton 28, Rawlins 0, 7 seconds into the second quarter. This is Wolverine football on KTK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Welcome back as Riverton gets ready to kick it off. Already Hunter Saltzgaber with 2 touchdown runs. First one was 6 yards at the 5:55 mark of the first quarter. This one at the 11:53 mark of the second quarter. Saltzgaber's kick gives Riverton a 28-0 lead early in this one.
Yeah, some stats for Saltzgaber right now. 4 carries for 53 yards. That's a 13-yard average per carry. And then Blake Gattenmine, 4 or 5 for 102 yards, did have that interception. But so far, Wolverine offense is rolling in this one.
Saltzgaber will kick it off from the 40. We've switched ends now as Saltzgaber booms it deep, and it's nearly out of the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for Rawlins. Riverton with that 4-touchdown lead just into the second quarter of play here at Wolverine Field. Try to get some scores from around Wyoming. Baylor, fill in some of this space we've got between scores.
Yeah, I don't have an updated score for Cody, but we saw that it was 27-7 at half, or around halftime. Cody leading that one. That game decides the number 2 seed in the 3A West Conference. Don't have any other 3A scores right now. We did have Lander
7, Buffalo 3 in the first.
Just about to say that.
Sorry about that.
Cut me off.
First and 10 for Rawlins. Karsten under center. He'll pitch it left side, and a big hit and a loss as Caden Arnold comes up and blitzes Austin White. It'll be a loss on the play of 6. Second and 16 for Rawlins. Of course, Caden Arnold playing his first game in a while is wearing a big club on his left hand. He actually broke his hand.
Yeah, such a playmaker. I mean, I wasn't here last week, but for the Lander game, you could definitely tell his presence was missed, and you could see it right there. 6-yard loss. That's just a great play by a safety.
Second and 16 as Karsten comes under center for the Outlaws. He will drop the pass and roll right side. He'll throw it right side, and the receiver was open. Pass intended for Zachariah Peterson. Ball falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 16 for the Outlaws. And that was a nice, well drawn up play for Rawlins.
Right now, Rawlins 0 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Still without a first down so far in this game.
Riverton leads it 28-0, 3rd and 16 at the 14-yard line. Karsten in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 2 left. They're stacked on each side. He'll drop the pass. It's going to be a little screen attempt, and it was Cameron Vincent coming up and delivering the hit on Jorge Ferrales. And that one hurt. He got his hand on the football. 4th and 16 now at the 14.
Yeah,
Eric Smith, Peyton Larson get a drop to near midfield to receive the punt from Kipton Cook.
It's the kind of pass as a quarterback you don't really want to put on your receiver just because you're going to make him jump, and it's in a very vulnerable position. And good thing that Ferrales got up.
This will be Bryce Stolens on the kick. It's a decent kick. It's going to land at the 47, bounce off of a Rawlins player and be down right at midfield. Or it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. I don't believe any officials saw that ball, but it's nevertheless, it'll be 1st and 10 for Riverton right at midfield. 10:40 to play in the first half. Wolverines doing a decent job holding Rawlins. What do they have for yards, Baylor?
Rawlins minus 10 total yards. Bartlett 0 for 8 right now through the air, has 2 interceptions, and then as a team, Rawlins 11 carries for 10 yards. They're averaging, or negative 10 yards, excuse me. They're averaging negative 0.9 yards a carry.
Riverton starters on the field. Gantenbein in the gun. 1 receiver each side, 2 in the backfield. He'll drop the pass. Throws it over the middle to Paxton Yates. Yates down over the 40, inside the 40. And he'll be tackled right at the 35. Gain of 15 on the play. And a Wind River Realty Riverton first down.
Such a good play design. You let everybody clear out, and then Paxton Yates.
I believe Yates may have taken one in the soft spot if you're a man.
So. But Yates just sits back and waits, lets everyone clear out, and then he breaks away from the line, and he's typically wide open. And you saw their 15-yard gain. Great play design.
10:05 to play, 1st and 10 at the 35 of Rawlins. Gantenbein will stop to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, complete to Peyton Larson. He's inside the 10. He'll be wrestled down, and it'll be a Wolverine Wind River Realty first down. That pass going to go for 26 yards down to the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Wolverines. 9:53 and counting in the first half. Wolverines pretty much doing what they want offensively in this game. They do have a pair of turnovers, however, and you want to eliminate those before you get to the playoffs. So, stacked formation for the Wolverines, and it'll be a pitch and an inside cut to Peyton Larson. He's going to cut outside and sprint for another Riverton touchdown. It'll be a 9-yard run for Peyton Larson on the trap play. And the Wolverines now lead it 34-0 with 9:09 to play in the first half on the 9-yard run by Peyton Larson.
They've ran that play 3 times in this game, and it's resulted in 2 touchdowns. That little trap screen to the wingback. Just a great play. Peyton Larson just outran the Rawlins defenders on that one.
Saltzgaver's kick is up. It's good. And it's Riverton 35, Rawlins 0. We'll take a break and be back on KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Welcome back. The kick will go in and out of the end zone from Hunter Saltzgaver, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Rawlins with 9:09 to play first half. 1st and 10 for the Outlaws at their own 20.
Don't have any scoring updates on Wild Preps. Let's see, get a score from Cody. Cody leading Jackson 34-7 now in the third quarter. We were watching that game because if Jackson were to upset Cody as a potential semifinal match opponent, but obviously not mattering at the moment.
As it stands right now, Cody will get a home playoff game if they win this game. Here's a pitch right side, and a could be a gain. Nope, it's right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle on Jorge Ferralis was Braden Martin and Vincent for the Wolverines. 2nd and 10 for Rawlins.
Jorge Ferralis is not a small back, but Riverton doing a really good job of being the lower man and winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
3:35 and counting to play here in this first half. Karsten in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 left. He'll drop to pass. Wolverines with a good pass rush. Karsten going to have to take off running as the pocket broke down. And the tackle going to go on by Dane Cox after a gain of 3 yards. So 3-yard gain, maybe Rawlins' biggest gain of the night.
Can confirm that is Rawlins' longest run.
3rd and 7 at the 23. Clock. I'm sorry, I said it was 3 minutes to play. It's 7:46 to play in the first half, so still a lot of football to play in this first half. Karsten in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 right. He'll drop to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's going to be picked. Wolverines inside the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6 on the play. I did not see who.
Eric Smith.
That'll be Eric Smith on a pick 6 from the 32-yard line. It'll be a Riverton touchdown.
And that pass by Bartlett didn't really have a receiver in the area, and it just was kind of thrown up there, and Eric Smith obviously caught it, but then great moves on the sideline to score a touchdown. Had to beat probably 5 Rawlins defenders.
So Saltzgaver on for the PAT, and it's going to be low but good. He hit that one. Not sure if it was the hold or what, but it went about 6 inches over the bottom of the crossbar, and it'll be Riverton 42, Rawlins 0. 7:22 to play first half after the Eric Smith pick 6 for a Wolverine touchdown. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Welcome back. 7:22 to play in this 42-0 ball game. Second quarter score. Saltzgaver is going to have a tired leg after this one. He'll kick it through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback and 1st and 10 for Rawlins at its own 20. Of course, the Border War tomorrow, 5:30 kickoff from Laramie. Wyoming Cowboys and the CSU Sheep tomorrow from War Memorial Stadium at 5:30. If you're going to go down tomorrow, go down early because you can catch the Wyoming Cowboys as they face an exhibition opponent at 12:30 tomorrow, and it's free admission to go watch the men's basketball game at the Arena Auditorium in Laramie. 7:22 to play, first half.
Good opportunity for the Pokes to send CSU off on their Pac-6 dreams with a loss.
Here's a run off the left side by Karsten. He's going to be wrestled down. Caden Arnold, Dane Cox, Braden Martin also in on that tackle for Riverton. Off the bench, sophomore Aaron Hutchison getting some time in the defensive backfield. 2nd and 9 for the Rawlins Outlaws, and don't know what was going on down there, but the Riverton guys had their arms up, and they were like, we didn't do anything, so don't throw a flag on us.
I think Caden Arnold stood up and flexed, but
I did
not in the
see
direction
that.
of the runner, but just in general, and refs don't like that.
6:34 and counting here in the first half. Karsten under center. Player in motion. They'll hand it off to Ferralis. And he's going to get no gain on the play. Stacking him up. Braden Martin in on that one. Also for Riverton, number 69, Patrick Thayer on the tackle.
It looks like we did have a flag on the play.
It's going to go on Rawlins. The flag will be declined.
Looked like illegal motion.
6:16 to play, first half. 3rd and 9 for the Outlaws.
One thing here, if you're the Wolverines, Rawlins is probably going to be a little frustrated, so it might get a little chippy, but you can't respond if you're the Wolverines. Just got to keep your head in this situation.
3rd and 9 for Rawlins under center, Karsten. He'll drop to pass, roll right side, and a good block. Pass down field's going to be complete over midfield. That'll be the longest gain of the day. Gavin Green comes up with that catch. It'll go as a gain of 31 yards on the play from Karsten to Green. And a Rawlins first down.
Yeah, as the first down for Rawlins of the game. Before that, they had -6 total yards before that pass there. That was also their first 3rd down conversion.
Coverage on the play that time by Gage Treber and Eric Smith. So 1st and 10 at the 49 of Riverton. Best field position of the game for Rawlins. Karsten will hand off to Ferralis. He's going to break it inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 7. That actually was Austin White, number 22, on that carriage for a gain of 7. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 for the Outlaws.
Rawlins actually had the ball in the red zone after
You're
that
right.
first interception. But their second best field position of the game.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Riverton Wolverines held the Outlaws. I formation for Rawlins, 2 receivers left. Karsten under center. He'll hand it. Oh, nope, he'll roll right again. He likes to roll right. He's going to pass it down field near the 30. Closest outlaw to the ball was Gavin Green, and the ball will fall incomplete. 3rd and 4 for the Outlaws. 4:25 to play. First half.
Rawlins 1 of 8 on 3rd down.
So Karsten going to come out in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Way right. Karsten going to throw it left side. It'll be incomplete. Pass intended for Zachariah Peterson, and it'll be 4th down. And you would think the Outlaws in 4 down territory here at 4th and 4 with 4:23 to play in the first half. They'll go for it. Wolverines want to stop this drive and go back on offense.
Yeah, you'd like to put up at least one more touchdown before halftime, certainly.
Bartlett in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 right for the Outlaws. He'll look right, he'll throw it right, it's going to be caught. But Eric Smith on the coverage. Rawlins going to come up 2 yards short, and that'll end the Rawlins drive. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines on their own 41.
Yeah, that route, I don't think ever went beyond the sticks. Just a quick stick curl route.
So Rawlins would move the football from the 20 into Riverton territory on that drive, but it'll be the Wolverine starters coming back on the field. 4:19 to play, first half. Gantenbein in the gun. 4 receiver set for the Wolverines. Saltzgaver in the backfield. They'll look over toward the sideline for a call from Coach Mark Lenhart. Gantenbein will drop to pass. He'll pump. He'll throw it over the middle. Wide open on the play is Peyton Larson. Larson's going to be wrestled down near the 35. Flag thrown on the play. And we'll see what the call is. Down to the 36-yard line. It's going to go as a holding call on Riverton. That hold is possibly going to still be a first down as it occurred on the 31-yard line of Rawlins. So it will be a first down for Riverton on the 41. They're going to say block in the back penalty on the Wolverines with 4:11 to play. And it'll be a first down and 10 for Riverton.
I was going to say, I've never seen a hold 30 yards down the field before.
Yeah, I think I did see a block in the back there. 4 receivers set for Riverton. Gantenbein going to pitch right side. Saltzgaver off to the races over the 30. And he's going to be taken down by Gavin Green as he tried to put the stiff arm on. And it'll be a tackle on the 27-yard line. Riverton going to go tempo here with 3:46 to play. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And it'll be another Riverton first down as Gantenbein looks back toward the sidelines. Gantenbein going to stop. He'll pop over the middle. Sheets was wide open. And we're going to get a late hit, I believe, on Rawlins as Caleb Fritz, sophomore, hit Gantenbein in the backfield and then stood up and clapped as he ran back toward the play.
Like I was saying,
roughing the passer.
It's probably going to get a little chippy here. You got to keep your head if you're Riverton. Don't respond.
That's going to move the ball down to the 12-yard line after that roughing the passer play on Caleb Fritz of Rawlins.
Is that a half the distance penalty then?
Boy, I don't know.
Must have been if it was within the 30.
It must have been about, yeah, sure it was. Timeout on the play, and now they're going to have to adjust the ball, I believe, back. It was half the distance. It'll bring it back to the 14-yard line, we'll say. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 14. Gattenbein in the gun. Braden Martin going to come out of the backfield. Pass out left side to Martin. Good blocking on the play. Martin's going to make some moves, and it'll be a Riverton touchdown. Actually, that pass complete to Peyton Larson for a Riverton touchdown. I saw Braden Martin go out in motion, and it turns into a 14-yard touchdown as Gattenbein will hit Peyton Larson. Great blocking on the outside by those receivers, and it's another Riverton touchdown.
Also a great pass by Gattenbein led Peyton Larson, allowing him to kind of get a head start going up the field. And then a great way to fight through those blockers for Peyton Larson to score the touchdown.
Saltzgaber's kick is up. It's good. And it's Riverton 49, Rawlins 0. We'll take a break on KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. Saltzgaber's kick will go through the end zone with 3:22 to play in the first. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
Yeah,
Rawlins at their own 20.
Riverton offense doing whatever they want to do in this game. Already over 300 total yards in the game. 121 on the ground, 184 through the air. And their defense playing lights out. They've only allowed 32 total yards, 1 first down in this game.
Wolverines sending substitutions in at one defensive end on this side. It'll be Trace Heim at defensive end. Handoff left side and a good tackle by Camden Irvin. He'll stand up the running back, Jorge Ferrales. And no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. So some substitutes in there for Riverton. Travis Hurtado at one defensive end. Also Chase Auerbach playing with a club on his left hand.
Lots of clubs this year. For
Patrick Thayer, one of the defensive ends. And then on the left side, number 52 is Jonathan Friday. Actually, that's a 9. 59, Manny Ramos in there for Riverton. Decent gain for Rawlins on 2nd down. That'll be Karsten. Tackled by Aaron Hutchison on the play for Riverton. 3rd down. And about 4 for Rawlins. Already Riverton emptying a lot of their guys on the bench. Caden Arnold still in there. Let's see. And it looks like the free safety might be. That's number 5, Brayton Terry. So rolling out right side pass. Going to be complete for Rawlins. And it'll be Kamen Miller on the catch for Rawlins, and a Rawlins Wind River Realty 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of Rawlins. Clock ticking down toward a minute to play in this first half. 3 receivers left, Three receivers left for Rawlins. Wolverines lead at 49-0. Karsten in the gun, in motion back toward the middle. And Karsten going to take off, and he's going to be smothered by the Riverton defense. Camden Heil, Caden Arnold also in on that tackle. Number 10, Coy Bradley. And it'll be 2nd and 13 now for the Rawlins Outlaws. 34 seconds to play.
That was the 6th tackle for loss for the Wolverine defense so far in this first half. And it's good to see the backups out there doing the same thing that the starters were doing.
Most likely the final play of this first half. Karsten under center. He'll drop to pass, and he'll throw it over right side, complete. And it's going to be out near a first down, gain of about 9 on the play. That pass complete to Austin White. And with 0.8 of 1 second to play, Rawlins will get another play here in this first half. Nope, they'll run out the clock. And that'll do it. Halftime score from Wolverine Field. Riverton 49, Rawlins 0. It looks like we're going to have to play one more play possibly. I think the clock operator started the clock when it should have been stopped on the play. So we will have one more play.
3 seconds,
3
I think
seconds
is what they said.
to play. So we'll keep it here for the final play of the first half. 3rd and 1 at the 43 of Rawlins.
I think the confusion, the runner ran out of bounds. Clock stops. No big deal. Let's see, 3rd down.
$49-0 is it's senior night here at Wolverine Field. Karsten gonna come under center for the final play of the first half. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Rawlins. Karsten will roll right. He's under duress. He'll throw it long over the middle, incomplete. And that'll be the final play of the first half. Riverton 49, Rawlins 0. We'll be back with the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show after a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible. Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. When you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome back here, the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show. Riverton leading Rawlins 49-0 so far. Riverton celebrating their seniors here at halftime, lining up there on the video if you're streaming on YouTube. Wanted to get in some stats. First for Rawlins, I have them for 52 total yards in this one, 48 through the air, and 4 yards on the ground. Just a dominant performance by the Wolverine defense. Rawlins, 19 rushes for only 4 yards. That's a .2 yard average. And then Carson Bartlett right now, 4 of 15 through the air for 48 yards and 3 interceptions. Rawlins is 2 of 10 on third down and 0 of 2 on fourth down. They've had 4 punts averaging 44.3 yards and 2 penalties for 18 yards. For the Wolverines, 305 total yards. They've just kind of been able to do whatever they've wanted with the football so far. they have 184 through the air and 121 on the ground. Individually, Blake Gantenbein, 8 of 9 for 184 yards. He has 1 touchdown and 1 interception in this game. Receiving-wise, Peyton Larson, 3 catches for 67 yards. Eric Smith, Peyton Larson also has a touchdown. Eric Smith, 1 catch for 39 yards. Paxton Yates, 2 catches for 55 yards. Clay Sheets, 1 catch for 18, and Gage Streeper, 1 catch for 5 yards. On the ground, Wolverines averaging 13.4 yards a carry. They also have 4 total touchdowns on the ground. Peyton Larson has 2 carries for 18 yards and a touchdown. Hunter Saltzgaber has 5 carries for 67 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns. And Braden Martin has 1 carry for 27 yards. Camden Heil also has 1 carry for 9 yards, and he also has a touchdown. The Wolverine defense also has 2 pick sixes in this game against Rawlins. So far, Riverton, no punts. They've also had no third downs. I probably messed that up, but no third downs on my stat sheet that they have needed to convert. And they've had 2 penalties for 18 yards. They did have a fumble and lost a fumble, as did Rawlins. So right now, that's the stat line as it stands. 305 total yards for the Wolverines, only 52 so far for the Rawlins Outlaws. Let me see if I can find some scores. Yes, in Class 4A, all these games at halftime. Sheridan beating Laramie 31-0. Campbell County over Cheyenne East 21-13. Natrona County beating Cheyenne Central 14-6, and Rock Springs beating Kelly Walsh right now 7-3. In Class 3A in the fourth quarter, Cody beating Jackson 41-14. The winner of that game will be the 2 seed in the 3A West. At half, Star Valley up big on Green River 34-0. Green River, we believe, will be our opponent next week here in Riverton in the quarterfinals. At halftime, Landers up on Buffalo 21-3. Douglas is beating Torrington at 21-10, and Evanston is beating Powell 28-0. That game is in Powell, so that's a good showing for the Evanston Red Devils. In Class 2A, Lovell defeated Cokeville today 22-20. That game went to overtime. Kind of a fun game there. Mountain View defeated Lyman 33-14. That's a Platte Valley rivalry. I'm sure that was a fun game to be at. Worland defeated Kemmer 21-12. At halftime, Bighorn beating Upton Sundance 55-0. Thermopolis beating Pinedale 21-0. Newcastle beating Wheatland 22-0. Burns is beating Moorcroft in the second quarter 20-2, and Glenrock is beating Tongue River 31-0 at halftime. Class 1A 9-men, Pine Bluffs beating Southeast by a lot. They are up 61-0 in the second quarter. That's just a big game for Pine Bluffs. At half, Big Piney beating Shoshone right now 32-0. Wind River is at Rocky Mountain tonight, but we don't have a score report there. And then let's see, at halftime, Lingle Fort Laramie up on Saratoga 21-20, and Lusk beating Wright 6-0. In Class 1A 6-man, 10 Sleep defeated KC 53-38, and then Midwest forfeited, and so Burlington got the win there. In Class 1A 6-man tomorrow, couple games. Little Snake River will be at encampment. That's number 1 versus number 2 in 1A 6-man, so that'll be an exciting game. Probably, potentially a state championship preview there. And then DuBois will be at Casper Christian. We kind of covered this in our WYO Today show this morning, but DuBois needs to win that game, I believe, by 12 points or more to force a tiebreaker in the playoff standings and to potentially secure a spot there in the 1A 6-man playoffs. And then 6-man Farson Eden will be at Rock Springs JV at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Let's see, we did have a few games yesterday. Class 4A Thunder Basin beat Cheyenne South 55-6. Grable defeated Wyoming Indian 94-12 in Class 1A 9-man. Class 1A 6-man, kind of a very low-scoring, close game. Riverside beat Matiti 28-22. And then let's see, 1A 6-man Hewlett did not play Edgemont, South Dakota. They forfeited that, so Hewlett gets the win for that game. And that is the scores from around Wyoming. Let's see. I think that's it. So we will take a break here on 93.9 KTAK. Riverton leading Rawlins 49-0. This is a senior night here, big showing for the Riverton team as they look to but they look to finish this game and move on to the playoffs here next week. We'll be right back with some more football action here at Wolverine Field in Riverton.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. Couple senior awards we wanted to mention tonight. Senior lineman Daniel Clausen is the winner of the John Hirsch Award, which goes back to the 1990s. Of course, another John Hirsch Award winner off my left shoulder here tonight, and it's a example of a player that's played junior football and has led the way through his career and been a positive influence and somebody to look up to. So congratulations to senior Daniel Clausen. And then the Brett Watson Award tonight goes to senior Patrick Thayer. And, of course, Brett Watson, a good friend and mentor of many, who spent 30 years working in the Riverton football program before he died a few years back of cancer. So congratulations to seniors Daniel Clausen, the John Hirsch Award winner, and Brett Watson, Patrick Thayer, the Brett Watson Award winner tonight at Wolverine Field. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show on KTAK. Riverton with a 49-0 lead over the Rawlins Outlaws.
At Central Wyoming College, offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back to the U.S. Marine Corps Halftime Show, and we'll take a look at some scores from around Wyoming, Baylor, in 3A football. You've probably already given these, but
I have, yes.
Cody is going to lock up the number 2 seed, currently fourth quarter lead over Jackson, 41-14. So Star Valley on the west side. Let's just write these down. Star Valley will be the number 1 seed. Cody the number 2 seed.
Jackson will be the 3.
Jackson will be the 3, and Green River the 4th out of the west. In the east, it's going to be Riverton, the number 1 seed. Second seed, based on the scores, I believe Lander's up big on Buffalo. It'll be Lander, the number 2 seed. Number 3 seed, looks like it's going to be Douglas. And the number 4 seed, Green River.
No, that's the other side. It'll be It'll be Buffalo.
All right, so those are your top 4 seeds. If we look at records, it looks like that's what it's going to be. So next week's first round playoff games, Riverton will host Green River. Lander will host Jackson. It'll be Douglas traveling to Cody, and Buffalo making that unenviable drive up to Star Valley in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Winners then will, the high seeds will host in the state semifinals, and for Riverton and Star Valley, if they win that first week, they would host in the semifinals of the Class 3A playoffs. So all we know right now is that Riverton will play Green River. Lander will take on Jackson. It'll be Douglas traveling to Cody and Buffalo traveling to Star Valley in the Class 3A playoffs. This is the halftime show. U.S. Marine Corps been the sponsor all year. We appreciate it. It's Riverton 49, Rawlins 0. We'll be back with the second half of play on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back. It'll be Riverton football as the Wolverines won the flip and deferred to the second half. And we are going to play the second half under a running clock. And it'll be mostly Riverton junior varsity players back deep for the Wolverines. On one side, it will be Cayman Miller. And on the other side, Aaron Hutchison, as Rawlins will kick off for the first time in this game. Coming on, kicking it deep down the left side. Aaron Hutchison will have the football. And Hutchison over the 40. He's off to the races, over midfield. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Riverton. Aaron Hutchison, we're going to say it's 83 yards. Kickoff return for the sophomore. Man, does that make you remember his older brother. Riverton touchdown. That one took 14 seconds. Aaron Hutchison cut right, cut back left, and he was gone. Riverton touchdown on the 83-yard. They're going to say officially 85-yard touchdown return for Aaron Hutchison.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great way to start the I'm laughing because Riverton's currently lacking a kicker. Hunter Saltzgaber's over here celebrating, but looks like number 5 is going to be kicking this one, which is interesting. But what an exciting way to start a second half for a team, a kickoff return for a touchdown, especially a sophomore. I mean,
sophomore Brayton Terry will come on to kick it the extra point. His kick is up. And it's good. Riverton 55, Rawlins 0. It took 14 seconds. Actually 56-0 following that kick by Brayton Terry. We'll take a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Welcome back. The 85-yard kickoff return for sophomore Aaron Hutchison. Brayton Terry's PAT, and it's Riverton 56, Rawlins 0. It'll be Camden Heil kicking off for the Wolverines. This is a view looking ahead to the future Wolverines on this team. And a return out, and a fumble, and a pickup. And it's going to be a Riverton fumble return for a touchdown. Picking that one up was Manny Ramos, freshman, and a Riverton touchdown. Wow. The wheels coming off of the Rawlins machine. That return by Zechariah Peterson. And the Ramos return, we're going to go unofficially 15-yard return for Ramos. And it'll be Brayton Terry on for the PAT. Kick is up. It's good by Terry. And it's Riverton 63. Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK.
Here on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Riverton has scored 2 touchdowns in the first 27 seconds of the third quarter. And another return. Rawlins is going to be wrestled down out at the 24-yard line by a host of Wolverines. First Wolverine to the tackle is going to be Brayton Terry, number 5. And it'll be Rawlins football. That return for Rawlins by Zechariah Peterson, who fumbled the last kickoff, and Manny Ramos, a freshman, picked it up and rumbled his way into the end zone. It's Riverton 63-0. Running clock, 10:50 to play third quarter. It'll be Karsten, the quarterback, Karsten Bartlett for Rawlins. Bartlett, he's going to run it straight up the middle, and he's going to gain decent yards over the 30, and he'll be tackled at the 32-yard line. That tackle by Camden Heil of the Wolverines. Second down and 2 at the 32-yard line.
This would be a good test for the backups playing the starters of Rawlins. Rawlins doesn't really have many backups to speak of. Looks like they only have about 10 players on their bench.
Bartlett under center. Riverton backups in the game. There is some seniors in the game. And it'll be a first down run for Rawlins around the right side. Tackle by Ramos. Actually, they're going to say 59 is Lemley. I've got him as Manny Ramos, but they're going to say Daniel Lemley. 5'12" it says here, 190 pounds. That'd be 6 foot.
5'12".
Bartlett will take it left side, and a cutback and a decent run by the big man, Jorge Ferrales. Bradley in on that tackle along with Camden Heil. And it'll be 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard run by Ferralis.
Want to play disciplined football here if you're Wolverines. A little bit of an audition here, I'd say, for
next year.
Next year, yeah.
That's right. All the youngsters in there getting some good varsity time tonight in front of a crowd. Bartlett under center. He'll roll right. And Limley under duress. Pass intended deep down the right side for Gavin Green. And it'll be 3rd and 6 following the incomplete pass.
Rawlins was 2 of 10 on 3rd down in the first half.
Joseph Friday in there on the defensive line for the Wolverines. So Travis Hurtado wearing the big club on his hand, as we mentioned before, Jace Auerbach. 3rd and 6 for Rawlins. Bartlett under center. He'll roll left side, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it deep, and it'll go over the top of Green, incomplete. 4th and 6 for Rawlins, and you know they'll go for it on 4th down. This gives chance for the Wolverine coaches to see these younger Wolverines. Price Wigington was on that coverage that time, along with Bazin Anderson, another sophomore for the Wolverines. Wolverines and Rawlins played a half today in freshman football. 7:05 to play, and coming on to punt will be Rawlins. And he's going to fake it, and it's going to be a tackle for Riverton. They will not convert the fake punt, and it'll be 1st down following the tackle by Jace Auerbach. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines.
Did you say that they played a half?
They played 1 half of freshman football earlier today. That started at 3:30 between the freshmen, kind of Froshmore stuff, combination of freshmen and sophomores.
Is that just they don't have a ton of players for Rawlins, or?
They don't. No. Quarterback coming in will be sophomore Brayton Terry, 5'11", 155-pound sophomore for the Wolverines. And Terry will line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 right, hand off to Hutchison. He just ran a kickoff back 85 yards. He's over the 40, the 30. He'll make some moves, flag down. Back at the 37, Hutchison going to be tackled all the way down at the 22, and unfortunately, this one going to come back. Holding on Riverton. Terry will get the call, and he'll come in. So holding will back up the Wolverines with, I'm not sure why they blew the whistle. 5:51 to play. It'll move Riverton back to their own 46, where it'll be 1st and 20, thereabouts. It will be 1st and 20. They can get a 1st down at the 34-yard line of Rawlins. So Terry under center. He'll pitch it left side to Camden Heil. Heil with some moves, 2 flags on the play. Heil's going to gain 7 yards on the play. And it's going to be another penalty on Riverton, but Rawlins getting a little chippy out there. Caleb Fritz, one of the players, pulled back. He's going to leave the game. And it's going to be holding on Riverton. That'll back Riverton up again. Spot penalty from the 48. And it's going to go now all the way back to the 36-yard line of Riverton. And they've got to go to the 34 of Rawlins for a 1st down. So they're looking at about First and 28.
30.
38.
No, 30.
Oh, first and 30. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No worries. Oh.
Running clock. 5:06 to play. Riverton, little inside trap to Hutchison, and he's going to be taken down hard that time, and Rawlins not going to fall for that thing 4 times in a row. Tackled by Antonio Ebel for the Rawlins Outlaws. Clock winding, 4:36 to play.
Kind of wished Riverton would have pitched it to the outside guy. I think he would have walked into the end zone.
2nd and 30. Riverton already with 9 touchdowns in this game. Terry going to come out and complete it to Camden Irvin. He's going to be hit immediately by Fisher Murray, a sophomore of Rawlins, but that was a good-looking play from Terry to Camden Irvin. Irvin likes to hit like that, and he plays a lot of special teams for the varsity, and he's hurting a little bit. Gonna knock the air out of the sophomore. So 3rd and about 22 for Riverton at their own 43.
It's the first 3rd down that Riverton's come up against in this game.
Terry under center, 3 receivers left. They'll pitch it left side to Camden Heil. He's over the 45, over midfield, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. And will he be in for a touchdown? It is a Camden Heil. It's going to go as a 58-yard run for Camden Heil, and another Riverton touchdown, their 10th touchdown of this ball game. Camden Heil with the 54-yard sprint.
Wow.
And it's Patrick Thayer, 69. Rawlins 0. Kick is up.
No,
we got a timeout on the play. It's going to be a Riverton timeout. It's Riverton Junior Varsity. Had a good season all the way down through this program. And it's what you like to see, Riverton kind of reloading for next year.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive when the JV team doesn't give up a point through the first 5 or 6 games of a season, and then you play Cheyenne East, who obviously that's a 4A school, one of the biggest schools in the state. You play them tied in JV, so that's definitely bright things to look forward to for Riverton. This kind of dominance should continue, I would guess, in the next season. But we've got a lot of football left till next season.
Riverton will be home a week from tonight in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Looks like Camden Heil now is going to come on to kick the PAT. Holding for Riverton will be sophomore Bazin Anderson. And the kick is up. It's good. Riverton 70. Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK.
It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Welcome back. Camden Heil with a 54-yard touchdown run. Heil will kick the PAT. And with 3:19 to play in the third, it's Riverton 70, Rawlins 0.
Riverton with 7 offensive touchdowns and 3 defensive and special team touchdowns in the
Heil's
game.
kick on the way. It's fielded at about the 3-yard line by Rawlins. And out around the edge, Camden Heil makes a big hit. Wow. Returner Antonio Ubel. Camden Heil went airborne with the clean hit, and it was a brutal one. It'll be first down and 10 for Rawlins on their own 35. What do we got for total yards, Baylor?
369 right now for Riverton, 190 through the air, 179 on the ground. They only have 11 carries in this game, averaging 16.3 yards a carry. Riverton only has 21 plays of offense.
Wow. 2:33 and counting here in the third quarter. Handoff right side and another tackle by Riverton. Good looking tackle by number 71. And we don't have his name in the book, but a big hit by the big man. Tackle by 71. We don't have him in the program.
I don't think the announcers do either. They announced him as number 71. So
good looking tackle there by the big man, number 71. Second and 10 for Rawlins. 1:52 to play in the third. We're going to see a pass over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Coverage by Camden Heil. That pass intended for Zachariah Peterson. Third and 10 for Rawlins.
Great defense by Camden Heil. Didn't interfere with the pass catcher, but was right there so he could stick out his arm and bat that ball away.
Winding down toward a minute to play in the third. It'll be third and 10 for the Outlaws. Bartlett in the gun. He'll drop the pass. Looking over the middle, he's under duress. He's going to take off running. He's out near the 40 where he'll get dumped on the play by Camden Heil. 4th and 5 for Rawlins.
That was a great tackle by Camden Heil. Bartlett was just getting ahead of steam. So good open field tackle.
Rawlins going to punt it away. And again, it'll be Bryce Stones punting it for the Outlaws. Back deep for Riverton. Already one kickoff return for touchdown is Aaron Hutchison. Hutchison going to call a fair catch. He dropped the ball but fell on it. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We've played 3. It's Riverton 70, folks. And Rawlins 0. We'll be back on KTAK.
Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Down! Set! Midway! 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 The Come to Midway Auto and RV and score big when buying a car, truck, or SUV. Every vehicle goes through a 100-point inspection, and every vehicle comes with a warranty. Our Super Bowl is giving our customers the friendliest service, the easiest buying process, and the best deal possible.
Treat Midway like the home team. We always make the best play for our customers. Come experience the Midway difference. Where you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Welcome back. Brayton Terry will hand off left side to Camden Irvin. He covers the ball up with both hands, and he'll have a gain of 6 on the play. Tackle for the Outlaws, Caleb Fritz. It'll actually be a gain of 7, so 2nd and 3 for Riverton. Fourth quarter underway, 11:35 to play.
So far, really nice that Riverton has good backup running backs.
Terry under center. He'll hand off right side to Camden Irvin. He's going to lose yards. And a good open field tackle by A.J. Martinez of Rawlins.
Sorry, I was reading one thing and saying another thing, but it's nice that Riverton has that depth. When you get below Hunter Saltzgaber, you know, Braden Martin, Camden Heil, and Camden Irving, there's not much of a fall off, 1 through 4 there. So
what did we get individually for Hunter Saltzgaber running the ball tonight?
He only had 5 carries, but 67 yards and 2 touchdowns.
So Saltzgaber will go over 1,300 yards on the season tonight. Terry will hand off left side again. Camden Irvin running with 2 hands on the ball. He delivers a shot, and it'll be a Riverton first down. Camden Irvin out near the 42-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 and a Wind River Realty first down.
It's pretty nice when you're 3rd and long and you can just run the ball for a first down.
10:14 to play. We are on a running clock. It's 8:01 p.m. on Friday night. Week from tonight, the Riverton Wolverines will host Green River in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Terry under center. Pitch back to Camden Irvin. He's going to run to contact, and he'll be tackled on the play by Antonio Ebell.
Did have a flag fly at the end of the play there.
Looks like it'll probably go on Riverton out near the 49-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. We'll see what the call is. They're going to say pass interference on a running play. Actually, it'll be, they call that a block in the back. I don't think it's the same.
Rawlins.
Yeah, I don't think it can be the same. Huh.
I don't know. That's not the right call.
I don't know what that call is. That was a running play, and they called pass interference.
I think they wanted to say illegal touching on that play.
Ball's going to go all the way down to the Rawlins 41, where it'll be first down and 10 for Riverton following the penalty on Rawlins.
It looked like a unnecessary roughness penalty. Some extracurricular activity by the
Terry
Outlaws.
under center, and we'll get a timeout taken by the Rawlins coaching staff. 9:34 to play. Riverton 70, Rawlins 0 on KTAK.
From Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Welcome back. Run by Price Wigington, 5'8", 130-pound sophomore for Riverton. And it was a gain of 5 on first down. So 2nd and 5, 9 minutes to play. Still don't know what that call was. Called a pass interference call on a run play. Terry under center, straight up the middle. Camden Irvin. He'll be down over the 30, inside to about the 27, or it'll be another Wolverine first down on an 8-yard run by Camden Irvin. Riverton, nothing fancy here. They're just running straight at Rawlins.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it in our morning radio show, but I kind of alluded that probably Riverton would run a simple offense, and I think maybe they've only run 8 different plays today. I mean,
well, they're showing nothing.
Oh, yeah.
To the next opponent.
It's why do you need to get fancy if it's going to work? You know?
Of course, it'll be Lenhart taking on his former assistant coach, Blake Christensen, in Green River. Terry, hands off. Wigington again, straight up the middle, inside the 20. And he'll be wrestled down at about the 17-yard line, where it'll be another Riverton Windover Realty first down. Looks like, yep, they're going to say it is a Riverton first down. 7:40 and counting in this running clock.
Yeah, Wigington's second run, he's now 16 yards on 2 carries. It's now the 5th running back Riverton's used.
2 receivers right for the Wolverines. Terry under center. He'll hand off straight up the middle to Wigington. And Wigington going to be wrestled down. Caleb Fritz on the play. And Riverton with a couple players slow to get up. Wigington limping back toward the huddle. He's going to have to come out of the game. That one hurt as Camden Heil will come in the game. Camden Heil, he's going to be one of the main cogs in this Riverton offense next year at running back.
Yeah, it'll be quite a...
Camden Irvin also.
Probably Braden Martin as well.
Braden Martin. These young running backs, they run with not as much speed as Hunter Saltzgaver, and they're more of a in-your-face, one-cut type running backs. Terry's going to take a knee and down it at 2nd and 7. He'll lose 3, and it'll be now 3rd and 10 as the clock continues to run with 6:09 to play. Terry back under center, and he'll take a knee on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and about 12 for Riverton. So 4th and 14, and Terry will take a knee. The Wolverines will turn it over on downs. 5:40 to play. It'll be Rawlins football. We're going to have the Click It or Ticket post-game show coming up after this one. We'll have the Papa Murphy's player of the game. We'll have the Gatorade's good sport of the game, and we'll have a visit with Riverton coach Mark Lenhart. The regular season is about 5 minutes from being over, and Riverton going to improve to 8-1 on the season, their best record in many years. And it's interesting to note that Coach Mark Lenhart, in his 3rd season here, this will be his 20th victory as Riverton's coach and his 88th overall in 15 seasons of coaching Wyoming high school football. Rawlins football. And it'll be a pitch out left side, and Riverton will ride down the running back for Rawlins, Aiden Garcia, the running back. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Rawlins. 4:30 to play in this one. Starting to get a little chilly out there, but we're supposed to have a good weather tomorrow in Laramie if you're making the trip down. Again, the Wyoming Cowboy basketball team will be playing an exhibition at 12:30 tomorrow. It'll be free and open to the public. Riverton defense coming up big on the Wolverine running back. That tackle, good-looking tackle by Friday. Running back was A.J. Martinez for Rawlins.
Yeah, the 8-1 record, I believe the last time Wolverines only had one regular season loss was my junior year, which would have been 2014. But this is the first conference title in quite some time.
Actually, the second straight conference title because they won the coin flip last year and won the conference championship. And a good tackle in open field by Riverton. That tackle's going to be by Terry. And it'll be 4th now and 9 for Rawlins. Brayton Terry got some skills for this young Wolverine team. Aaron Hutchison going to drop back deep to receive the punt with 2:48 to play.
So why did we go to Star Valley for the semifinal game if we won the championship last year?
I'm not sure, but they were tied. It was a 3-way tie for the conference championship, and we did lose the coin flip.
Okay, so
but
first one in a while.
Yeah, first outright title.
We tied, yeah.
Off to the races is the Rawlins quarterback. He's going to be out near a first down. That's Karsten Bartlett. And they are going to give Rawlins the first down. That'll be a gain of 10 on the play out to the 35-yard line. But, yeah, it was a 3-way tie for first. Riverton lost the coin flip. They ended up, I believe, as the 2nd seed last year. But they'll be the number 1 seed this year and a chance to host at least one playoff game. Possibility of hosting 2.
Well, they'll be in Riverton regardless of the outcome, as long as they win until the state championship.
And we've been home for a while. Wolverines have. We haven't. Well, I guess I have, calling these games too with you, Baylor. Here's a handoff left side and another tackle. Camden Heil in on that tackle. For Ellis. Also Miller in on that tackle. 1:10 to play as the running clock about ready to expire here. And this fourth quarter mercifully went by in about 20 minutes. We're inside a minute to play. 2nd and 4 for Rawlins.
Yeah, the first quarter lasted about 50 minutes, and since then the next 3 have gone by in an hour and 20 minutes.
40 seconds to play. Run off the right side. Aiden Garcia. Camden Irvin in on that tackle. Terry in on the tackle. Also Bazin Anderson. And Rawlins going to walk off the field. That's going to do it. Final score and the end of the 2025 regular season. Riverton 70, Rawlins 0. Wolverines going to finish their regular season at 8-1. 20-10 for Coach Mark Lenhart in 3 regular seasons. And we'll be back home next weekend for the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. Green River Wolves will make their way to Riverton. It'll be a good one, and we would expect a full house next week for the first round playoff game. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show. Riverton 8-1 on the season, and on to the playoffs here on KTAK.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back. Final score here, Riverton 70, Rawlins 0. The East 3A Conference champion, Riverton Wolverines, will host the first round of the 3A playoffs next Friday night as they take on Green River here at Wolverine Field. The Rawlins Outlaws will end their season at 0-8. This Wolverine team, I don't know if you really gained a lot from tonight, but you got to play a lot of young guys tonight, Baylor. You had senior night. You recognized the seniors. Now you can get back to work on Monday and prepare for a run through the playoffs.
Well, most importantly, you got out of this game healthy. You know, this game really didn't matter as it came to end, but you know, you were able to play all your starters, give them basically the entirety of the first half, and escaped with minimal injuries. In fact, you have a couple players with some broken hands, some sprained wrists, that kind of deal. They're still playing through them, and the fact that they didn't aggravate those injuries in this game is obviously the number one most important thing. But also number two, as a team, you're heading now into the first round of the playoffs after having such a dominant performance. You got to be feeling good, and that's a weapon in itself. I mean, football, coaches can strategize as much as they want. Players can work on technique as much as they want, but there's definitely a mental aspect to this game, and going into the first round after beating a team 70-0 certainly helps out. It's not gonna hurt you. So, yes, you wasn't much of a challenge, but there's still things you can take away from this game.
Definitely a confidence builder tonight. We did get some scores in for our local games. Looks like Big Piney is going to hold off Shoshone. Last score we had with 8:12 to play, it was Big Piney 39, Shoshone 25. Thermopolis would beat Pinedale tonight 21-12. With 6 minutes left, it was Lander 42, Buffalo 3. And this final, Riverton 70, Rawlins 0. Let's take a break. We'll come back with final stats, and we'll talk to Riverton coach Mark Linhart on KTAK.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back here. Riverton defeats Rawlins 70-0 in this game. Looking at the final stats for Rawlins, they finished the night 98 total yards, 48 through the air, and 50 on the ground. As a team, they rushed 31 times for 50 yards. That's a 1.6-yard average. The Wolverines had 7 tackles for loss in this one, including at least one sack, maybe 2 sacks, depending on the interpretation. Karsten Bartlett, the QB for Rawlins, ends the night 4 of 18 for 48 yards. He had 3 interceptions in this one. 2 of those were returned by the Wolverines for touchdowns. Wolverines also recovered 2 fumbles, one of which went for a touchdown, and Wolverine special teams returned a kick for a touchdown as well. Rawlins finishes the night 2 of 13 on 3rd down, 1 of 3 on 4th down. They had 5 punts for 41.6 yards and 3 penalties, averaging 33 yards. For the Wolverines, 416 total yards in this one. Another game up over the 400-yard mark for the offense. 190 yards through the air and 226 on the ground for the team. Blake Gantenbein finished 8 of 9 for 184 yards. He had 1 touchdown and 1 interception. I don't have his first name on my stat sheet, but Terry had 1 completion for 6 yards. Brayton Terry had 1 completion for 6 yards. Let's see, on the ground, Hunter Saltzgaver finishes 5 carries for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. He averaged 13.4 per carry. Camden Heil had 2 carries for 66 yards, both of which went for touchdowns. Peyton Larson had 2 carries for 18 yards, one of which went for a touchdown. In this one, Camden Irvin came in there late, 5 carries for 28 yards. That's a 5.6-yard average. And Braden Martin had 1 carry for 27 yards. They own the field, that's for sure. Riverton finishes 19 carries for 226 total yards on the ground. That's an 11.9 yard per rush average, and 5 rushing touchdowns. Through the air, Peyton Larson had 3 catches for 67 yards and a touchdown. Eric Smith, 1 catch for 39 yards. Paxton Yates, 2 catches for 55 yards. And let's see, Camden Irving, 1 catch for 6 yards, and Gage Schreiber, 1 catch for 5 yards. Oh, and Clay Sheets, who has a broken hand in a club, 1 catch for 18 yards in this one. Let's see, at Riverton, they had the 1 interception. They also had 1 fumble that they lost as well. They had 4 penalties in this one for 38 yards. They only had 3 third down conversion opportunities. They converted 2 of those. Just all-out offensive and defensive domination here for the Riverton Wolverines. When we come back here on KTAK, we will be visiting with the new 3A East Conference champion head coach Mark Linhart here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Riverton defeats Rawlins tonight, 70-0. We'll be right back with the interview with Coach Linhart.
East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Welcome back in the postgame show, sponsored by Click It or Ticket. Riverton would score 21 points in the first quarter in this one. It would get started in a hurry as Caden Liebrecht with a 17-yard pick six. Saltzgaber's kick made it 7-0 Riverton. Hunter Saltzgaber would score on a 6-yard run with a 5:55 to play in the first. His kick would make it 14-0. Gage Schreiber would intercept the ball with 2:34 to play in the first. And then Camden Heil would score on a 9-yard run with 1:26 to play in the first quarter. Saltzgaber's kick made it 21-0. Riverton would then score 4 touchdowns in the second quarter, a 19-yard touchdown run by Hunter Saltzgaber with 11:53 to play in the first half. It was 28-0 after his kick. Peyton Larson with a 9-yard run. Saltzgaber's PAT at the 9:09 mark made it 35-0 Riverton. Eric Smith with a 32-yard pick six. Saltzgaber's PAT was 7:22 remaining in the first half. It was Riverton 42, Rawlins 0. Then Gantenbein would hit Peyton Larson with a 14-yard scoring pass with 3:22 to play in the first half. It was Riverton 49, Rawlins 0 at halftime. In a running clock in the third quarter, Aaron Hutchison would open the second half with a 85-yard touchdown run. The sophomore weaved in and out of traffic and then ran away from the Outlaws. Brayton Terry would kick the PAT with 11:53 remaining in the third quarter. It was Riverton 56 and Rawlins 0. Then it would be a Manny Ramos fumble recovery and an 11-yard return on the following kickoff. And Terry would kick the PAT, and it was 63-0. Camden Heil would score on a 54-yard run with 3:19 to play in the third. Heil would kick the PAT, and it was 70-0, the final score in this one. So a lot of people contributed in this win. The John Hirsch Award winner tonight is senior Daniel Clausen. That award goes to a Wolverine who exemplifies what it means to be a Wolverine leader. And then the Brett Watson Award given tonight to senior Patrick Thayer. Congratulations to Patrick Thayer and Daniel Clausen with those season-ending awards. Riverton will be the number 1 seed out of the East. The second seed goes to Lander after they pounded on Buffalo tonight. Douglas, the number 3 seed out of the East, and Buffalo, the number 4 seed going into the playoffs. They will match up against Star Valley, who is unbeaten and wins the West 3A championship. Cody would beat Jackson handily tonight, and they are the number 2 seed, Jackson the number 3 seed, and Green River the number 4 seed. Our Papa Murphy's player of the game tonight, well, I'm not sure who to give it to, but Peyton Larson had a 9-yard scoring run and a 14-yard reception for a touchdown, and I think we're going to go with the junior Peyton Larson, our Papa Murphy's player of the game tonight. Larson, again, scored 2 touchdowns, a 9-yard touchdown run, and a 14-yard touchdown off a pass from Blake Gantenbein. He is our Papa Murphy's player of the game. And then our Gatorade good sport of the game tonight, we're going to go with Patrick Thayer, who also won the Brett Watson Award tonight, the senior, finishing things up in his regular season career. And so congratulations to senior Patrick Thayer. And we've got Coach Mark Linhart joining us here on the postgame. And, Coach, I guess if there's a negative tonight, you had a couple turnovers.
Yeah. I tried to be positive talking about it over there and say, well, it made us be backed up in our own end and then have to stop them, and sometimes you're going to make mistakes and there's sudden change. And, they'd come out and played some cover 0, and so we thought they were going to do that, and we motioned Hunter out, and we're trying to get Eric Smith the ball for all that he's done. And no one ran with Hunter, and so I think Blake kind of froze for a second, and their kid made a good play. 22 is a good DN for them, and we got beat a little bit, and that happens from time to time, but it's how you respond to it that matters. And so, we had that, and then just not holding on to the ball down here in the red area, which, those are things we got to not do, if we want to do that. And we know that, the players know that, but it's a lot easier said than done. So
nice to open a game with your big D tackle getting a pick 6.
We had kind of joked about, we got to get Liebrick in the end zone, and, he ends up finding a way to make it happen on defense, and so that was pretty cool, and just a cap to a great season for a great player. But that was for a lot of our guys tonight. I don't know if you could write a better script for senior night. A lot of different guys got in the end zone. We were able to play a lot of different people. We were able to get out of here healthy. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world that, we played a half, but, it worked out about the way you would want it to.
Coach, a lot of seniors tonight honored, and, saw some big hugs there at halftime. This has been a good group of kids collectively coming through this program.
They've been great. And, I think sometimes when you got good kids, they got good parents. And I got to give a shout-out to our senior parents. They've been really good. I'm sure they don't love everything I do sometimes, and, nobody does. And Coach Linhart can be kind of hard to play for, kind of hard to coach with. I get it. That's part of being the head of the program, but they've never said a word to me, and it's been wonderful. They've been a great group of people, and I think it's important, to just take a step back tonight and appreciate and accomplish what we have accomplished this year with an undefeated conference season. And we played Cody, who's a great football team, right down to the wire, not to the wire, but it was competitive, play here, play there. And these guys, I don't know the last time we've gone 8-1 in the regular season, maybe 2012. I can't remember.
Baylor was a junior, and that team played Cody in the semifinals that year, and they were 8-1 at the end of the regular season in 2014.
2014, okay, so that was the last time that we were able to do that. So it's been over 10 years, so awesome for our kids to be able to accomplish something like that. And so, super proud of our guys, and hopefully we can make some more noise as we keep moving forward. But it's a one-game season from here on out, and we know how good Green River is and how much they've improved. I think it's important not to look at scores. If you remember when we played them the first time, they throw a pick 6, take that off the board. We intercept one deep in our own end. What if they score there? There's little plays that swing these games one way or the other, and they're playing much better than they were during that time. They're much more confident. They've gotten a couple of wins. Dax Taylor is one of the best receivers in the state. Max Hans Mad Dog, I call him. I could tell Coach Christensen that. I mean, he's a very improved thrower. He's improved as much as any quarterback I've seen play, and he's a great runner. We've seen that firsthand. So they're posed some problems, and they just keep getting better, and Coach C puts them in great positions. You know, they were really right there in that Jackson game and could have and probably should have won it.
Sure.
So, you know, we know what's coming to town here, and I don't think we got to remind people too much. I'm up on that scoreboard. I remember I was dating a young Kim Krieger at the time. I sat over there in those bleachers in 2012 and watched a 4-seed from Cody come in here and beat us.
Yep.
When we were a 1-seed, and it really wasn't even close.
That was a very frustrating night for Riverton football.
So I saw that firsthand and watched that, and so that score will be on our scoreboard all week. You know, just to remind our guys that, you know, it's a one-game season now, and it could all come to an end very quickly if we don't play well. And so we know that, but I do think tonight's important to, you know, no matter what happens in the playoffs, you can't take that conference championship away from this team. Can't take an 8-1 regular season away from this team. We have greater goals, but it's important sometimes to enjoy some of the successes along the way, which I'm not very good at. So,
well,
you know. Here's
one to enjoy, Coach. You've been here. This was your 30th game coaching in Riverton. You're 20-10 as a head coach, and that's outstanding. That's something that hasn't happened here in many years.
Well, thanks. And, you know, a lot of it is the buy-in from the kids, the parents, and I've got a tremendous staff of coaches. I mean, these guys work their absolute tail off, and I wish people saw the time they give to try and make these kids be successful. And so very proud of what we've been able to accomplish here. But, you know, you have to always temper that and just get back to work because – you know, we're seeing a new challenge, and I know one of my old coaches would love to beat me. You know what I mean? And their program beat us. That would be a signature win for Green River, and they got some good kids coming up. So, you know, we're going to enjoy this tonight, but it's back to work. Tomorrow I'll take some time to watch the Pokes, and you guys enjoy your time down there.
We will.
Beat the sheep, man. That's all that matters,
That's
right?
really all that matters. What did you tell your players in the huddle at the end of the game?
I told them similar to what we talked about. Really enjoy what you've accomplished this season, and take a minute and soak it in because it is awesome. And you know, and our program's going the right direction. I mean, our JV comes in and
look at that tonight.
You know, I mean, they do a lot of good things, and that's a group that went, you know, 6-1. I mean, we played 7 JV games, which is huge. On top of, we had 2 halves, so really 8 Froshmore games. So I like where we're going. I like that we're playing football at 3 levels.
Sure.
And I think if you're ever going to beat a Cody or Star Valley, that's what they're doing. That's Star Valley's playing 4 levels, but that's the secret to their success is their young kids play and they develop them. And that's what the model I've seen be successful, and that's what we're trying to replicate.
Coach, congratulations on a great regular season, but, you know, it's going to be exciting. And it's one game at a time now.
Yeah.
New season.
Yep, it's a one-game season, man. We play Green River. We don't know who after that, so we've got to find a way to win. No
All
matter
right.
what.
Congratulations on a great regular season.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that's Coach Mark Lanhart joining us here on the post game, and what a regular season it's been. Wolverines finished 8-1 in the regular season. They took care of business, Baylor, and now, like Coach said, it's a one-game season, and you can wipe all that away, and now it's the tournament for the chance to play in Laramie.
I was glad that Coach Lenhart was happy with the game, happy with the season. I mean, he's just an intense competitive coach, and he knows the job isn't done. And I think, at this point he's instilled in both his staff and his players that there's a lot of football left to be played, and you had a good season, but there's, like he said, they're reaching for higher things. And to get to experience, that playoff run here in Riverton, it's going to be special. I think this place is going to be packed with fans. It's going to be a fun place to be at. Hopefully, the weather should be decent. I think a storm system, you kind of alluded to it, but this weekend on Sunday might get a little rain here this Sunday evening. But then I think it should moderate, probably be, in the 30s for that game on Friday next week. But, it's playoff football. You got to win. Nothing really matters anymore. Obviously, we beat them by multiple scores, but it's almost like a rivalry game. You can throw everything out. Green River is going to be playing for their lives. They're going to be coming in here, the quote, underdog, and they're going to be more than happy to send Riverton home early in this postseason. So,
if they can.
If they can, absolutely.
Right.
And, fun fact, I was playing the sousaphone in the Marching Wolverines for that playoff loss against Cody that he talked about. I think it was actually 2013 because no, it was actually 2012. It was 2012. But yeah, that was a huge upset, and it kind of derailed sports in Riverton for a couple of years, and so you don't want to do that as a outgoing senior player and just a Wolverine in general. So I have faith in this Coach Linhart and his staff that the players will be ready to play Friday. It should be a great game.
Yeah, it'll be a week of preparation, and we'll be back here next Friday night. We are going to be live streaming the first 2 playoff games, and we are looking for sponsors to help do that. And so if you have an inkling and you want to be involved in that, you want to promote your business on the Wind River Radio Network, the home of the Wolverines, please give Kelly a call at 856-2244. We'll have the video feed next Friday night, and it'll be the Riverton Wolverines and the Green River Wolves in the first round of the Class 3A playoffs. For Baylor Beers, I'm Cody Beers. For Leanne Sanderson in the studios, have a wonderful Wyoming weekend. And remember, folks, go to Laramie tomorrow, and let's beat the sheep. Have a good evening and
Pokes.
A wonderful Wyoming weekend.
Go Pokes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.